What's up, world? You just tuned into another episode of A Minute with Myles, where we focus on positivity, progress, and power. Unfortunately, none of those elements exist in the topic that we're going to be discussing today. I'm sure everybody is well aware of the incident that recently happened in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Condolences to the family and loved ones of the brother George Floyd.
And then, of course, when I first saw that video, that's the question I had was he armed in this case? And clearly the onlookers saw that the man was having trouble breathing, that he was bleeding at least from his nose. You can see that there is a point where if he was indeed resisting arrest, he stopped. Now, we don't know if he stopped because he was unconscious, but he was clearly not resisting.
Who was murdered unjustly and unnecessarily by the hands of a Minneapolis police officer. Today I got my brother Royal Highness in here, and I'm going to let him speak on this subject for a brief moment, and then I'm going to get back on and say a few words. Brother, would you mind introducing yourself to the people?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My name is Brian Muhammad. I am a follower of the Honorable Elisha Muhammad under the divine guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan.
Thank you, brother. Okay, so I take it you up to date with everything that happened with brother George Floyd in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yes, sir.
What's your feelings not on just that particular incident, but similar incidents that have happened in America in recent years?
This has been going on for 464 years since we've been here in the hills of North America. Before they were police, they were slave masters. So these individuals are the children of the slave master, and they are doing, what their fathers taught them to do, and that's to hate. It's in their genetic makeup at this point. Well, he has been the hellraiser and the bloodshedder on the planet Earth for the last 6,000 years. For every 1,000 years he's been on the planet, he's murdered 100 million Aboriginal people. To speak on George Floyd and Michael Brown and Tamir Rice,
Right.
Willie McCoy,
Right.
it's a shame that technology is beautiful, because what it has done for us in our era is it has opened up what we go through here in America for the world to see.
So you feel like it's beyond an issue of state and county. Like you feel like the country of America needs to have some type of repercussions for these continuous actions that continue to take place.
Our people are asleep. They've been rocked to sleep. They've been hit in the head and robbed of their raiment. They don't know who they are. We were taught to be other than ourselves. So the first thing the slave master did was he took our names, he took our language, and he took our religion. And they made us a new people. They made us just like them. So we hate ourselves. How dare we talk about what they do to us and we do it to ourselves in the street? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he said, we must force ourselves to unite, or else. Unite with your brother and your sister.
Okay, and that's a valid point that you just addressed. Okay, so with all these things happening, right, to predominantly the African American communities, what do you feel like is the solution, if any, at this point?
Give us 8 to 15 states that we can call our own. It's in the back of the final call newspaper. You know what I mean? We want complete separation because we can't get along with you. We've tried. We done with the 60 era, the 70 era, the 80 era. We want nothing to do with your fault. But the problem is you don't want to let us go because you know that your doom comes.
So, my brother, moving forward, would you say you had any advice for a black man at this time that we live in right now?
The white man make niggas. The black man is God.
Okay.
So what would I tell God?
Sure.
I would tell God to strive for excellence. I would tell God to let no impediments stop him or her from their journey.
Okay, you have children, right?
Right.
Okay. Before your sons or daughters walk outside the door, in this day and age, what would you tell your children as they exited the premises?
I would tell them work equal force times distance. Never stop working. Just keep pushing. Don't let nothing stop you. Pray to your God and get up and go do the work.
I want to thank this brother for his opinion, his valued, display of how he feeling about this situation. Everybody is toe up over this shit right now, man. This was unjust. This was unnecessary. This was ridiculous. The only way I feel like this shit is gonna stop is if it's some unity amongst the people that are being victimized in this situation. There is no way that we can ever find peace or find justice if we constantly divided. This is a black man that, from what I understand, was just working, trying to take care of his people, right? The initial call that the police even got was not a threatening call. There was not a call of saying that this man was inflicting violence on anyone, that this man was armed, that this man was trying to harm anyone. Attempted forgery is what it was. And that's not a violent crime. This man was apprehended and assaulted by a police officer while other police looked on and said and did nothing. This shit must come to an end. This shit gotta stop, man. This shit gotta stop. It's completely unnecessary, man. And black people, we gotta find a way to resolve these issues in a healthy manner. We need to stop becoming felons and stop being so cool to where we don't feel like we don't need to vote and feel like we don't need to do anything to take a stand in a way that can actually get us a response. We need to step up to the plate, black people. Everybody that's involved in this shit, because, man, it could be your son. It could be your daughter. It could be, one of your loved ones, your father, your uncle. You know what I mean? This shit is ridiculous, man. It's uncalled for. Man, if you out there and you black and you in the streets, man, even if it don't even take you being a street nigga. You could just be a black person in the streets, walking down the street to get a can of soda, man. Please protect yourself in any possible way that you can. And if another black man, if you see somebody being wrongfully, harassed by the police, just because they're police, you don't have to be afraid to speak up and say something. They can't do nothing for you for just telling them something was wrong. If somebody would have spoke up and said, hey, man, that man is dying, instead of just recording that shit so they could have a viral motherfucking video, we wouldn't have lost that brother. So we need to unite in more ways than just one, man. You don't have to be a loudmouth and ignoramus and trying to, talk a whole bunch of shit, man. Get in these politicians' office. You know what I mean? Sign these bills. Get this shit to where it's a penalty for killing us. Again, we sending our condolences to the brother that lost his life, to his family, to everybody that's pissed off about this shit. I ain't mad at you. But we got to do better and make it a point to let them know it ain't cool. Peace, prosperity, positivity, progress, and power. Love your loved ones.